I first learned about Vusimuzi Matlala shortly after meeting Mr. Mike van Wyk on or about 2021. I had seen a picture of him hung at the offices of Medicaid Clinic. As a result, I became aware that he was one of the directors at Medicaid Clinic in Boksburg. Once I met him, we developed the professional.
Yes, you may continue.
Yes. There's a paragraph that is supposed to be in, but it's fine, I will explain it.
Okay.
Once I met him, we developed a professional rapport similar to the collegial interaction I maintain with others in the security agencies. Whilst Mr. Matlala is a co-director and Medicare 24 clinic, he also owns a security company, CAT VIP Security Company. Our communication initially began on common ground with our shared responsibilities within broader community safety environment, where collaboration is essential to effectively safeguard communities' proposal and provincial personnel. At the time of the meeting, I occupied.
If you can just ask a question. Please elaborate on the nature of the professional rapport that you developed with Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala.
Yes, that's why I've said this.
Particularly, how it evolved to the point where he became like a brother to you.
Yes, that's why I've said there's a paragraph that was supposed to be there, but I can talk to that. I was approached by my members of intervention unit. Remember, with Mike, it was communitizing unit members that they are always at the shooting range with former task force members. You see, training, and they're good guys, you see. They prefer to work with them. But whilst we were having that discussion, we had the state of the city that is coming.
Oh, I'm sorry, Commissioner Mkhwanazi, you said whilst you were having that discussion, a discussion with whom?
With my members.
With your members?
Intervention.
Yes.
Today in Parliament, a name everyone keeps hearing, Cat Matlala, was once again dragged into the spotlight. But what Julius Mkhwanazi said under oath may change how this story is seen forever. This wasn't a casual mention. This was a name spoken under pressure, on record, with careers, reputations, and institutions on the line. Every word was measured. Every pause mattered. Because in that room, truth wasn't just being told, it was being tested. Was this a case of coincidence or connection? Was it information shared in good faith or influence hiding in plain sight? And when powerful names collide inside Parliament, who really walks away untouched? South Africans have heard the rumors. They've seen the headlines. But today, the story moved from whispers to official record. What was said could close this chapter or blow it wide open. Stay with us, because once you hear what unfolded, you understand why this hearing is being called a turning point in the fight for accountability inside law enforcement. Welcome to Mzansi PoliScope, the channel where we break down political firestorms into real talk you can understand. Before we dive, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an explosive update from South Africa's corridors of power. Today, 22 January 2026, suspended Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department Deputy Chief Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi is sitting before a Parliamentary Ad Hoc Committee facing tough questions that cut to the heart of South Africa's law enforcement system. This committee is probing serious allegations of corruption, undue influence, and possible criminal infiltration within policing structures, and Mkhwanazi's name is right in the center of it. This is not another routine hearing filled with long speeches and no consequences. This is heavy, uncomfortable, and deeply political. At the center of the storm are allegations linking senior police leadership to alleged underworld figures, claims that blue lights were fitted to private vehicles, and growing concerns about whether power and privilege blurred the line between law enforcement and criminal networks. Parliament wants answers, not rumors, not excuses, but facts. Who authorized what? Who knew whom? And at what point does association become accountability? What makes this moment explosive is that it touches on public trust. Police are meant to protect communities, not raise suspicions about special treatment or hidden relationships. Every answer given today could reshape careers, investigations, and public confidence in the system. This is Mzansi politics, yes, but it feels less like a debate and more like a crime thriller unfolding in real time, where the stakes are national and the truth matters more than ever.
People in South Africa are watching because this saga touches on trust, corruption, and institutions meant to keep us safe. During his testimony, first revealed during the Matlala Commission hearings and now repeated before Parliament's Ad Hoc Committee, Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi painted a picture of distance, not closeness. According to him, there was no prior relationship, no secret friendship, and no behind-the-scenes dealings with Vusimuzi, cat Matlala. Mkhwanazi told MPs that he did not know Matlala at all before certain interactions took place. He explained that Matlala's name only surfaced after a meeting with another official during follow-up discussions where information and allegations were being exchanged internally. In his version, this was not a personal introduction, but a professional briefing, the kind that happens daily in law enforcement circles. He went further, firmly insisting that he never had direct dealings with Matlala and never received benefits, instructions, or inducements from him. No favors, no envelopes, no my guy relationships. On paper, it sounds neat, tidy, and by the book. But here's the riddle. If two people never knew each other, how did one name keep finding its way into official conversations? Or, as South Africans might ask, where there's smoke, is there fire, or just a braai gone wrong? This is where the story stops being simple, because while Mkhwanazi says his hands are clean, other evidence and testimonies raise uncomfortable questions, and that's exactly why Parliament is digging deeper. During his testimony, made public in earlier Matlala hearings and now before Parliament, Mkhwanazi said he did not know Matlala before certain interactions. He only became aware of Matlala's name through internal discussions after a meeting with another official. He insists he never had a direct relationship with Matlala and never received benefits from him. Sounds clean, but let's unpack what others have found. Here's where the plot gets neon blue and weird. Mkhwanazi is accused of approving blue lights being fitted to Matlala's private vehicles, something ordinarily reserved for SAPS or official policing. The installation was allegedly unlawful and sparked a police watchdog investigation. Despite this, Mkhwanazi says he didn't directly install them. He claimed it was paperwork, not hands-on work. What glows blue, turns heads and raises eyebrows in Parliament? Answer: those blue lights and the questions behind them. Here's the part of the story that made even seasoned MPs lean forward in their chairs. During testimony at the Matlala Commission, Julius Mkhwanazi admitted receiving cash from Vusimuzi cat Matlala, sometimes as much as 20,000 rand at a time. According to him, the money was meant for everyday needs, petrol, food, and even funerals. No contracts, no instructions, just help, he says. But let's be honest, in today's economy, 20,000 rand is not loose change you find between couch cushions. So the question Parliament is asking is simple but uncomfortable. When money changes hands, does influence follow? Or to put it as a riddle, can a gift remain a gift when power is involved? This saga doesn't exist in a vacuum. The city of Ekurhuleni launched its own investigation, and Mkhwanazi was suspended while the probe unfolded. Other witnesses at various commissions have also painted a picture of systemic weaknesses, where lines between authority and influence appear dangerously blurred. Then there's Matlala himself, appearing before Parliament, dressed in luxury clothing despite being in custody, a moment that left many South Africans shaking their heads. Designer drip meets legal trouble, a strange contrast that raised even more questions.
This doesn't feel like a simple administrative mistake. It feels like a puzzle with missing pieces, and everyone wants to know who opened the door and who made sure it stayed open. This is not just about who met whom. It's about institutional trust, integrity of policing bodies, transparency in contracts and privileges, and whether influential figures can escape accountability. These questions affect every South African's confidence in justice and governance. You ever noticed how some hearings feel like a soap opera with better lighting and worse ratings? We've got mystery money, badges, rumored crime syndicates, and blue lights. Sounds like something out of a detective novel titled Cops, Cartels, and Blue Lights, A Township Tale. Let's recap what we actually know. Number 1, Mkhwanazi denies wrongdoing but admits some uncomfortable truth. Number 2, Matlala is a controversial figure with serious charges and influence claims. Number 3, Parliament and commissions are digging deep to separate fact from fiction. Number 4, South Africans are watching because trust in law enforcement is at stake. If this was a puzzle, many pieces are on the table, but the full picture is still emerging. Stay tuned. More testimony is expected this week, including more high-profile names connected to this tangled web. Here on Mzansi PoliScope, we'll bring you clarity, context, and commentary that matters. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay woke, Mzansi.